When a humble bard graced a ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the White Wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my lute and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat. And so cried the witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horn that bashes and breaks you and brings you to more. He thrust every elf far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your pest, got kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. Our champion prevailed, defeated the villain. Now pour him some mail. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
Hush, child, the darkness will rise from the deep and carry it out into sleep. Child, the darkness will rise from the deep and carry it out into sleep. The sun will shape your belief, and you'll always know that your father's a thief, and you won't understand the cause of your grief, but you'll always follow the voices beneath. Guileless son, your spirit will hate her, the flower who married my brother the traitor, and you will expose his puppet behavior, for you are the proof of how we betrayed her loyalty. Hush, child, the darkness will rise from the deep, and
Good morning, hello guys, and welcome to a mighty Monday, lovely stuff. Returning to Witcher 3 today, first time all month. We have not played it since the beginning of the month, so it'll be good to get back to some of that. Shadow of War as well. We'll look at some other things, show the hunt captures from off day yesterday. Good stuff, great times. Let's enjoy an amazing Monday, October 25th, 2021 for our first Halloween week, first Halloween streams ever. First Halloween week for the Dragon's Juice. Great times. Drop frames here at the beginning again. I'm going to try to get this to calm down, but it could be my video buffering or such. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But welcome, guys. We'll get some Lovecraft to start. Thank you to Coco GP for getting our chat started nice and early here during startup. Lovely stuff with that. Good to see you, Coco. And here we are in the Dragon's Roost, the Chill Stone. We'll get some Witcher after our initial Lovecraft chapter here as we start off an amazing Halloween week. New settings including followers only chat. Now I will never have to ask anyone for a follow ever again. If they're gonna chat, they would at least have to follow before unfollowing after they chatted, even if it's like a salty or a troll or someone like that, or especially, you know, like a robot follower too, so that'll help also. Got Mill in the Mist, our latest follow 37 on Saturday. Played a bit sub-Saturday, played some good Overwatch to finish off. Talking to Coco here, we have a new update for Phasmophobia for Halloween, so we'll be updating that, taking a look at that, some fun stuff, as well as the hunt event, of course, starting tomorrow. We'll look at all that good stuff here in a little bit, and we'll show the captures here later this afternoon. Getting ready for a meeting tonight, but we should be able to stream a bit here after lunch break for a little while before I go to that. So we'll figure it out, good schedule. Let's get started for some Lovecraft right now. Coco having a nice day so far, I think. Starting out this morning, Monday morning, or it's later for you, right, Coco, in the day? Only 20 till noon here, so still plenty early. Having a great time. I mean, it looks earlier because it's cloudy today. It's going to be raining soon, so good stuff, though. We got our Dragon Champions, all we needed. I'm not going to be opening any other tabs or things on Chrome because just having the background soundtrack here, we have 80% drop frames. But yes, there's Coco in the chat. Lovely to see you, Coco. Become a Dragon Champion again. You can use all our lovely emotes. We only have $5 donation left for our first 6-month sub badges on top of our initial 2. So very excited for those things. Actually, I should check in with the commissioner now. I've been meaning to do that. Her name is let me check in with her. It's been a while, so it'll be nice to let her know. We are ready for the next sub badges here very shortly. We haven't done that since May. It's been 5 full months later. First 1,200 hours streamed. Already, actually, guys, have year 2 and 3 planned out as well, but we got to start with year 1 for the sub badges. So, but I have plenty of ideas for the sub badges. We can always improve them whenever you guys really want. But I at least have some good initial ideas for the first 3 years of streaming. But we'll see, 1 year at a time. Alright, let her know then. Get her in the loop for all that good stuff. And lovely stuff. Alrighty, guys. Let her know for that. Here with Coco, hanging out in chat. Much appreciated. Let's get started. A bit of Lovecraft today. We left off. Latest story was the temple, right? Yes. Left off with the temple. I have no fear from the... Yeah, we do need the lamp today. It's a little cloudy out there. I have no fear, not even from the prophecies of the madman cleanse. What I have seen cannot be true, and I know that this madness of my own will at most lead only to suffocation when my air is gone. The light in the temple is a sheer delusion, and I shall die calmly, like a German, in the black and forgotten depths. This demonic laughter which I hear as I write comes only from my own weakening brain, so I will carefully don my suit and walk boldly up to the steps into that primal shrine, that silent secret of unfathomed waters and uncounted years. Also getting ready for Read Memory for our Zoom show on Friday. We got a nice zombie Zoom show Friday for Halloween. We'll be rehearsing some memory. We'll get to that right after this next new chapter, new story. So Coco, friends, Dragon Knights, welcome to our first stream of Halloween week for our first Halloween week streamed, our first Halloween season ever on Twitch. Good stuff. Thinking of all the times I could have streamed years back, I do feel like this was the best time to get started. Even if almost everyone's streaming these days in quarantine still. You know, freaking 20-month quarantine or... 20-month quarantine, but a lot more streamers than there was before. So it would have been good for me to stream back in the day when I first started viewing Twitch. But it just wouldn't work out then. Well, I got a great computer so everything's working out wonderful. Just gotta focus on the positive, have some great moves, great events, great steps. Let's enjoy, let's continue. Coco, thank you for being in chat. All the rest of you are welcome to sign up and chat if you haven't already. You're welcome to chat anywhere, anytime, even if it's been 7 months since you last chatted like we had the other day for... mode, we can focus. Good stuff for our Medieval Fantasy Monday. It's on to Horror Tuesday, all the real Halloween stuff Tuesday tomorrow. You know, Witcher's basically all the time Halloween, so that's good for that too. And Shadow War will be good fun as well. Medieval Fantasy Monday, you get more to other stuff later. We're looking fine. Alright, Coco, everybody, you ready? Let's get started for our newest chapter here. Let's take a look. Get the fan off today, it's plenty cold, so I'm sure computer won't overheat too bad. I'll check how it is during the game, so it'll be good. Alrighty, let's take a look at next chapter, have a great time of it. Here we go. We are on to the Moon Bog. Yes, read the Moon Bog later, but I wanted the Witcher title stream for it today. We can, name another stream the Moon Bog, read it again if we want, but I think we'll be good for now. Alrighty, let's get started. Here we go. We are ready. I hope so. Moving forward. Let's go. Here we are for the Moon Bog. Somewhere, to what remote and fearsome region I know not, Dennis Barry has gone. I was with him the last night he lived among men, and heard his screams when the thing came to him. But all the peasants and police in County Meath could never find him, or the others, though they searched long and far. And now I shudder when I hear the frogs piping in swamps, or see the moon in lonely places. I had known Dennis Barry well in America, where he had grown rich, and had congratulated him when he bought back the old castle by the bog at sleepy Kildare. It was from Kildare that his father had come, and it was there that he wished to enjoy his wealth among ancestral scenes. Men of his blood had once ruled over Kildare and built and dwelt in the castle, but those days were very remote, so that for generations the castle had been empty and decaying. After he went to Ireland, Barry wrote me often, and told me how under his care the grey castle was rising tower by tower to its ancient splendor. How the ivy was climbing slowly over the restored walls as it had climbed so many centuries ago, and how the peasants blessed him for bringing back the old days with his gold from over the sea. But in time there came troubles, and the peasants ceased to bless him, and fled away instead as from a doom. And then he sent a letter and asked me to visit him, for he was lonely in the castle, with no one to speak to save the new servants and laborers he had brought from the north. The bog was the cause of all these troubles, as Barry told me the night I came to the castle. I had reached Kildare in the summer sunset, as the gold of the sky lighted the green of the hills and groves and the blue of the bog, where on a far islet a strange olden ruin glistened spectrally. That sunset was very beautiful, but the peasants at Balliol had warned me against it and said that Kildare had become accursed, so that I almost shuddered to see the high turrets of the castle gilded with fire. Barry's motor had met me at the Balliol station, for Kildare is off the railway. The villagers had shunned the car and the driver from the north, but had whispered to me with pale faces when they saw I was going to Kildare. And that night, after our reunion, Barry told me why. The peasants had gone from Kildare because Dennis Barry was to drain the great bog. For all his love of Ireland, America had not left him untouched. And he hated the beautiful wasted space where peat might be cut and land opened up. The legends and superstitions of Kildare did not move him, and he laughed when the peasants first refused to help, and then cursed him and went away to Balliol with their few belongings, as they saw his determination. In their place he sent for laborers from the north, and when the servants left he replaced them likewise. But it was lonely among strangers, so Barry had asked me to come. When I heard the fears which had driven the people from Kildare, I laughed as loudly as my friend had laughed, for these fears were of the vaguest, wildest, and most absurd character. They had to do with some preposterous legend of the bog, and a grim guardian spirit that dwelt in the strange, olden ruin on the far islet I had seen in the sunset. There were tales of dancing lights in the dark of the moon, and of chill winds when the night was warm, of wraiths in white hovering over the waters, and of an imagined city of stone deep down below the swampy surface. But foremost among the weird fancies, and alone in its absolute unanimity, was those of the curse awaiting him who should dare to touch or drain the vast reddish morass. There were secrets, said the peasants, which must not be uncovered, secrets that had lain hidden since the plague came to the children of Partholin, and the fabulous years beyond history. In the Book of Invaders, it is told that these sons of the Greeks were all buried at Talat, but old men in Kildare said the once city was overlooked save by its patron moon goddess, so that only the wooded hills buried it when the men of Nemed swept down from Scythia in their 30 ships. Such were the idle tales which had made the villagers leave Kildare. And when I heard them, I did not wonder that Dennis Barry, had refused to listen. He had, however, a great interest in antiquities, and proposed to explore the bog thoroughly when it was drained. The white ruins on the islet he had often visited, but though their age was plainly great, and their contour very little like that of most ruins in Ireland, they were too dilapidated to tell the days of their glory. Now the work of drainage was ready to begin, and the laborers from the north were soon to strip the forbidden bog of its green moss and red heather, and kill the tiny shell-paved streamlets and quiet blue pools fringed with rushes. After Barry had told me these things, I was very drowsy, for the travels of the day had been wearying, and my host had talked late into the night. A manservant showed me to my room, which was in a remote tower overlooking the village, and the plain at the edge of the bog, and the bog itself, so that I could see from my windows in the moonlight the silent roofs from which the peasants had fled, and which now sheltered the laborers from the north. And two, the parish church with its antique spire, and far out across the brooming bog, the remote olden ruin on the islet, gleaming white and spectral. Just as I dropped to sleep, I fancied I heard faint sounds from the distance, sounds that were wild and half musical, and stirred me with a weird excitement, which colored my dreams. But when I awaked the next morning, I felt it had all been a dream, for the visions I had seen were more wonderful than any sounds of wild pipes in the night. Influenced by the legends that Barry had related, my mind had in slumber hovered around a stately city in a green valley, where marble streets and statues, villas and temples, carvings and inscriptions all spoke in certain tones the glory that was Greece. When I told this dream to Barry, he had both laughed, but I laughed the louder. We had both laughed, because he was perplexed about his laborers from the north. For the sixth time they had all overslept, walking very slowly and dazedly, and acting as if they had not rested, although they were known to have gone early to bed the night before. That morning and afternoon I wandered alone through the sun-gilded village, and talked now and then with idle laborers, for Barry was busy with the final plans for beginning his work of drainage. The laborers were not as happy as they might have been, for most of them seemed uneasy over some dream which they had had, and which they tried in vain to remember. I told them of my dream, but they were not interested till I spoke of the weird sounds I thought I had heard. Then they looked oddly at me, and said that they seemed to remember weird sounds too. In the evening, Barry dined with me and announced that he would begin the drainage in 2 days. I was glad, for although I disliked to see the moss and heather and the little streams and lakes depart, I had a growing wish to discern the ancient secrets the deep-meaded peat might hide. And that night my dreams of piping flutes and marble peristyles came to a sudden and disquieting end. For upon the city and the valley I saw a pestilence descend, and then a frightful avalanche of wooded slopes that covered the dead bodies in the streets, and left unburied only the temple of Artemis on the high peak, where the aged moon priestess Clace lay cold and silent, with a crown of ivory on her silver head. I have said that I awaked suddenly and in alarm, For some time I could not tell whether I was waking, or sleeping. For the sound of flutes still rang shrilly in my ears, but when I saw on the floor the icy moonbeams and the outlines of a latticed Gothic window, I decided I must be awake and in the castle of Kildare. Then I heard a clock from some remote landing below strike the hour of 2, and knew I was awake. Yet still there came that monstrous piping from afar. Wild, weird airs that made me think of some dance of fauns on distant meadows. It would not let me sleep, and in impatience I sprang up and paced the floor. Only by chance did I go to the north window and look upon the silent village and the plain at the edge of the bog. I had no wish to gaze abroad, for I wanted to sleep, but the flutes tormented me, and I had to do or see something. How could I have suspected the thing I was to behold? There in the moonlight that flooded the spacious plain was a spectacle which no mortal, having seen it, could ever forget. To the sound of reedy pipes that echoed over the bog, there glided silently and eerily a mixed throng of swaying figures, reeling through such a revel as the Sicilians may have danced to Demeter in the old days under the harvest moon besides the Cayenne. The wide plain, the golden moonlight, the shadowy moving forms, and above all, the shrill, monotonous piping, produced an effect which almost paralyzed me. Yet I noted amidst my fear that half of these tireless, mechanical dancers were the laborers whom I had thought asleep, whilst the other half were strange, airy beings in white, half indeterminate in nature, but suggesting pale, wistful naiads from the haunted fountains of the bog. I do not know how long I gazed at this sight from the lonely turret window before I dropped suddenly into a dreamless swoon, out of which the high sun of morning aroused me. My first impulse on awaking was to communicate all my fears and observations to Dennis Barry, but as I saw the sunlight glowing through the latticed east window, I became sure that there was no reality in what I thought I had seen. I am given to strange phantasms, yet am never weak enough to believe in them. So on this occasion contented myself with questioning the laborers, who slept very late and recalled nothing of the previous night save misty dreams of shrill sounds. This matter of the spectral piping harassed me greatly, and I wondered if the cricket of autumn had come before their time to vex the night and haunt the visions of men. Later in the day, I watched Barry in the library poring over his plans for the great work which was to begin on the morrow, and for the first time felt a touch of the same kind of fear that had driven the peasants away. For some unknown reason, I dreaded the thought of disturbing the ancient bog and its sunless secrets, and pictured terrible sights lying black under the unmeasured depth of age-old peat. That these secrets should be brought to light seemed injudicious, and I began to wish for an excuse to leave the castle and the village. I went so far as to talk casually to Barry on the subject, but did not dare continue after he gave his resounding laugh. So I was silent with the sun set fulgently over the far hills, and Kildare blazed all red and gold in a flame that seemed a portent. Whatever the events of that night were of reality or illusion, I shall never ascertain. Certainly they transcended anything we dream of in nature and the universe, yet in no normal fashion can I explain those disappearances which were known to all men after it was over. I retired early and full of dread, and for a long time could not sleep in the uncanny silence of the tower. It was very dark, for although the sky was clear, the moon was now well in the wane, and would not rise till the small hours. I thought as I lay there of Dennis Barry, and of what befell the bog when the day came, and found myself almost frantic with an impulse to rush out into the night, take Barry's car, and drive madly to Ballyloo out of the menaced lands. But before my fears could crystallize into action, I had fallen asleep, and gazed in dreams upon the city in the valley, cold and dead under a shroud of hideous shadow. Probably it was the shrill piping that awaked me, yet that piping was not what I noticed first when I opened my eyes. I was laying with my back to the east window, overlooking the bog, where the waning moon would rise, and therefore expected to see light cast on the opposite wall before me. But I had not looked for such a light as now appeared. Light indeed glowed on the panels ahead, but it was not any light that the moon gives. Terrible and piercing was the shaft of ruddy refulgence that streamed through the Gothic window, and the whole chamber was brilliant with a splendor intense and unearthly. My immediate actions were peculiar for such a situation, but it is only in tales that a man does the dramatic and foreseen thing. Instead of looking out across the bog toward the source of the new light, I kept my eyes from the window in panic fear, and clumsily drew on my clothing with some dazed idea of escape. I remember seizing my revolver and hat, but before it was over, I had lost them both without firing the one or donning the other. After a time, the fascination of the red radiance overcame my fright, and I crept to the east window and looked out whilst the maddening, incessant piping whined and reverberated through the castle and over all the village. Over the bog was a deluge of flaring light, scarlet and sinister, and pouring from the strange olden ruin on the far islet. The aspect of that ruin I cannot describe. I must have been mad, for it seemed to rise majestic and undecayed, splendid and column cinctured, the flame reflecting marble of its entablature piercing the sky like the apex of a temple on a mountaintop. Flutes shrieked and drums began to beat, and as I watched in awe and terror, I thought I saw dark, salient forms silhouetted grotesquely against the vision of marble and effulgence. The effect was titanic, altogether unthinkable, and I might have stared indefinitely had not the sound of the piping seemed to grow stronger at my left. Trembling with a terror oddly mixed with ecstasy, I crossed the circular room to the north window from which I could see the village and the plain at the edge of the bog. There my eyes dilated again with a wild wonder, as great as if I had not just turned from a scene beyond the pale of nature, for on the ghastly red-litten plain was moving a procession of beings in such a manner as none ever saw before, save in nightmares. Half gliding, half floating in the air, the white-clad bog wraiths were slowly retreating toward the still waters and the island ruin in fantastic formations, suggesting some ancient and solemn ceremonial dance. Their waving translucent arms, guided by the detestable piping of those unseen flutes, beckoned in uncanny rhythm to a throng of lurching laborers who followed dog-like with blind, brainless, floundering steps, as if dragged by a clumsy but resistless demon will. As the naiads neared the bog, without altering their course, a new line of stumbling stragglers zigzagged drunkenly out of the castle from some door far below my window. Groped sightlessly across the courtyard and through the intervening bit of the village, and joined the floundering column of laborers on the plain. Despite their distance below me, I at once knew they were the servants brought from the north, for I recognized the ugly and unwieldy form of the cook, whose very absurdness had now become unutterably tragic. The flutes piped horribly, and again I heard the beating of the drums from the direction of the island ruin. Then silently and gracefully, the naiads reached the water and melted one by one into the ancient bog, while the line of followers, never checking their speed, splashed awkwardly after them and vanished amidst a tiny vortex of unwholesome bubbles which I could barely see in the scarlet light. And as the last pathetic straggler, the fat cook, sank heavily out of sight in that sullen pool, the flutes and the drums grew silent, and the blinding red rays from the ruins snapped instantaneously out, leaving the village of doom, lone and desolate in the wan beams of a new risen moon. My condition was now one of indescribable chaos, not knowing whether I was mad or sane, sleeping or waking. I was saved only by a merciful numbness. I believe I did ridiculous things, such as offering prayers to Artemis, Latona, Demeter, Persephone, and Pluton. All that I recalled of a classic youth came to my lips as the horrors of the situation roused my deepest superstitions. I felt that I had witnessed the death of a whole village, and knew I was alone in the castle with Dennis Barry, whose boldness had brought down a doom. As I thought of him new terrors convulsed me, and I fell to the floor, not fainting, but physically helpless. Then I felt the icy blast from the east window where the moon had risen, and began to hear the shrieks in the castle far below me. Soon those shrieks had attained a magnitude and quality which cannot be written of, and which makes me faint as I think of them. All I can say is that they came from something I had known as a friend. At some time during this shocking period, the cold wind and the screaming must have roused me, for my next impression is of racing madly through inky rooms and corridors, and out across the courtyard in the hideous night. They found me at dawn, wandering mindless near Ballylu. But what unhinged me utterly was not any of the horrors I had seen or heard before. What I muttered about as I came slowly out of the shadows was a pair of fantastic incidents which occurred in my flight. Incidents of no significance, yet which haunt me unceasingly when I am alone in certain marshy places or in the moonlight. As I fled from that accursed castle along the bog's edge, I heard a new sound, common, yet unlike any I had heard before at Kildare. The stagnant waters, lately quite devoid of animal life, now teemed with a horde of slimy, enormous frogs, which piped shrilly and incessantly in tones strangely out of keeping with their sizes. They glistened, bloated and green in the moonbeams, and seemed to gaze up at the fount of light. I followed the gaze of one very fat and ugly frog, and saw the second of the things which drove my senses away. Stretching directly from the strange olden ruin on the far islet to the waning moon, my eyes seemed to trace a beam of faint, quivering radiance, having no reflection in the waters of the bog. And upward along the pallid path my fevered fancy pictured a thin shadow, slowly writhing, a vague, contorted shadow, struggling as if drawn by unseen demons. Crazed as I was, I saw in that awful shadow a monstrous resemblance, a nauseous, unbelievable caricature, a blasphemous effigy of him who had been Dennis Barry. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed that. That is it for the Moon Bog. The Bog Moon. Sorry, it was called. The Moon Bog. Next, the very famous The Hound. We shall get for Terror Tuesday, The Hound tomorrow. You enjoyed that? Pretty cool, huh? Let me take a look here at memory once again. Read a bit of that. In the valley of Nis, the accursed waning moon shines thinly, tearing a path for its light, with feeble horns through the lethal foliage of a great upas tree. And within the depths of the valley, where the vines and creeping plants crawl amidst the stones of ruined palaces, twining tightly about broken columns and strange monoliths, and heaving up marble pavements laid by forgotten hands. And in the trees that grow gigantic in crumbling courtyards leap little apes, while in and out of deep treasure vaults writhe poisoned serpents and scaly things without a name. Vast are the stones which sleep beneath coverlets of dank moss, and mighty were the walls from which they fell. For all time did their builders erect them, and in sooth they yet serve nobly, for beneath them the grey toad makes his habitation. At the very bottom of the valley lies the river Than, whose waters are slimy and filled with weeds. From hidden springs it rises, and to subterranean grottos it flows, so that the demon of the valley knows not why its waters are red, nor whither they are bound. The genie that haunts the moonbeams spake to the demon of the valley, saying, I am old and forget much. Tell me the deeds and aspects and name of them who built these things of stone. And the demon replied, I am memory, and am wise in the lore of the past, but I too am old. These beings were like the waters of the river Than, not to be understood. Their deeds I recall not, for they were but of the moment. Their aspect I recall dimly, for it was like that of these little apes in the trees. Their name I recall clearly, for it rhymed with that of the river. These beings of yesterday were called man. So the genie flew back to the thin-horned moon, and the demon looked intently at a little ape in a tree that grew in the crumbling courtyard. Alrighty. Getting set for all that. See how to turn off autoplay. fun. And we continue on some Witcher adventures now. Alrighty, fun stuff then, guys. Let's pick it up then. Bit of Witcher adventures here. Before lunch break, hopefully a solid couple hours. We have plenty of time today, so. How do you turn autoplay off? This is silly. Come on, YouTube. Well, thankfully the poem's short enough, I won't have to worry about the soundtrack I just chose, which is from Dishonored, as it happens. This is a good one that I've enjoyed over the years. Yeah, autoplay is not able to be turned off, it looks like. Oh well. Yeah, good one from Dishonored. I just have to keep that in mind. Autoplay is not cooperating with me today for whatever reason. Makes it difficult when you're using it as a soundtrack, but I could always like record the audio somehow, but I don't know how. Well, you can do that. Okay, so looking good for now. Yeah, I just record that NVIDIA stuff. That works for everything these days. But that is good for now. Let's carry on to some Witcher adventures. We've also got Phasmophobia event. We're gonna check that out soon this week. Finish that update. And we've got Hunt event, of course, tomorrow. So playing plenty of that. Maybe play a little Hunt today. We'll see. But its main emphasis tonight, Medieval Fantasy Monday. When I'm not at my meeting here tonight, will be Witcher 3 and Shadow of War. So let's get to Witcher 3 first off here. First time all month. And then we'll look at Shadow of War, also first time in over a month. So, well, almost a full month. Yeah, Witcher 3 will start off for now. Let's get back to some of that. Enjoy our other Halloween soundtracks, Halloween things. Love Dishonored. Can't wait to get back to Dishonored as well. That will be better off on Action Adventure Wednesday or so. I meant to get to it before, but we're really excited to pick that up, so we shall come to that very shortly. Return to that. Already been freaking 11 days. Wow. How'd I go so long without playing that? Time just flies by sometimes, thinking I have plenty of time for them. Already been 11 days since we left off in the Delilah encounter. My goodness. Well, we got busy with Baldur's Gate 3 and other such, so back to that soon. On to Witcher 3 for today. Let's enjoy some adventures. First time since the beginning of the month. Alright. Let's see how it goes, guys. Yeah, we switch the stream title right now. Already have the title for the song. For the Witcher song, but now we want the game as well. Witcher 3. Updated and good to go. Alright, looking good. Synchronizing cloud. Let it do that. Yeah, thinking about Memu still. Try to get DaVinci resolved. I am just not much of an editor. What can I say? I think the best I can do for now is maybe get some good highlights, some good clips, Hunt and such, maybe put them together even. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to upload them separately, little YouTube highlights, and get a proper custom thumbnail for them. I guess I can just go individually based and try to go back for some other good ones too, but I don't know, we have some new recent ones as well, so we'll see. I like to have them, you know, unique highlights, not just because we won. I mean, we were on a winning streak last night after we lost a few. Then we had a good Phantom Force, and we won all the good games last night. Moog and Soul and I. That was good stuff. Our final round, we are uncontested with the Phantom Force hunting bow and bomb length. Pretty cool. But, yeah, we definitely had some really nice rounds last night. Let's take a look at us. I gotta get back to Ancestors Legacy at some point as well, but it'll be there, you know. It'll be there waiting, so no rush. Alright, let me see. Hunt. Just to give you a little preview of the captures we'll show after lunch break today. The test server. We did have quite a few good rounds here. Yeah, we won a lot. It's like 3 or 4 retirements in a row almost, so it was really good. That was a Billy story we found randomly. We had a good dual bounty here. Night map, fun. Trying to Mose and Obra's drum a bit with that hunter. Retired her and him. Him with the shotgun. A guy came right up to me on the other party outside of this other compound, inside behind these barrels. You'll see that, but it came right up to me. It was great. And we had that other girl there, and DeSalle. We had night map, was nice. Revenue, we started losing those ones, then we started winning once I put that one on her. Might have won with this one, actually. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, we won. Definitely from these ones, and a few there with that one. We had at least like 3, 4, 5 wins in a row after we lost our first few ones. So that was fun stuff. Get to more soon. Remember my Shadow of War screenshots. Not too sure why the sync is having such a hard time, but it has been a while since we played it, so we'll give it a little time here. Update should all be stopped for now. Finish that DVD, long, big update. Phasmophobia first. Got new Nightmare mode. I was looking at this. It's funny. Phasmophobia, Nightmare difficulty, all that. It got freaking on Ouija board. They updated him. Didn't make as much sense as we'd like, so it's been revamped. You now trade sanity for information and are penalized less if you don't respond. The Ouija board will now lower your sanity greatly when the ghost responds. If the ghost doesn't respond, you will only lose a small fraction. Demons have had their weaknesses changed to reflect these changes. Interesting. Yeah, 4,800 reactions to that, while the Hunt developer stream got 100 reactions. I don't know why that's such a big different niche there, but Hunt definitely seems like a lot more fun to me than other games of its kind, and other Halloween and PvPv. I mean, Contagion, the one I played quite a bit before. It's the same concept for the Hunted mode. They're still updating that, which is nice. Contagion. Team Johan. Shotgun. Is that new? I feel like... Oh, I may have just seen it so many times in Hunters. And the VR nonsense. Just worrying about that. Other weird things. Map design. Yep, also the same meta. Attention there, pretty much. Those goblins, Baldur's Gate 3 sure look a lot like sticks. That's funny. Let me get back to Hand of Fate 2, of course. Didn't finish that first endless mode journey there. Man, where are those 10% drop frame coming from? I'm just trying to launch the game here. Oh, man. Let me cancel this. I'll talk about all these other things, Hand of Fate 2, but we're trying to get to Witcher here. Oh, man. Synchronizing cloud, it says. Well, there's a lot to synchronize, apparently. It's only been a month since we played. We didn't, leave it off. Weird or anything. Wasteland 3, excited to get back to as well. The new DLCs. They have a couple deals. Yeah, they have 2 DLCs by now. Battle of Steel Town and the Holy Detonation or whatever. $7 for that one. 14 for that one. So it's half the price. Seems like it'd be shorter or something. Mostly negative reviews. That's too bad. That was the trailer or something. Sorry. Alright, well, I'm going to relog or something. Try to fix this freaking sync. I don't know what is going on with that. Let me see. Witcher 3. Alright, let me relog Steam, see if that helps at all. Finishing Steam Cloud Seek again. Now it does this again. I do not understand what the problem is. Oh, man. Why it's got to be so silly like that, Won't even let me relog to fix the sync issue because it's doing the sync issue when I relog. Yeah, that is not going how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to task manager it. Yeah, it's so annoying how that works. So annoying. Let me task manager it, and we'll go from there. Should not be taking hours and hours just for a little cloud sync, that is really pretty quick and smooth. It's supposed to be at least. So we'll see how it works out. We'll be good. We'll be set here. Okay, to our Witcher Adventures Monday fun. Do my best. We'll try it out some more. Okay. Stop the downloads right off the bat. It's gonna make the frame drop. Ugh, already 15%. Paused. Yes, please pause. Let's launch Witcher, please. Turn off Do Not Disturb mode, I guess. People playing Phasmophobia, yeah. It's getting all popular. Preparing to launch Witcher on 3. There we go. The Witcher Wild Hunter. Yes. Okay, we're good. See, that's what we needed to do. Let's just restart things. The cloud should all be fine, all intact. We just had to adjust it. There we go. Okay. Now we're set. It's a process sometimes, you know. Yeah. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed the Moon Bog. Other updates, other discussions, other events, other things in the mix, other things in the works, great games, and other Halloween events, Halloween fudge for the show here. The Dragon's Roost. We'll go all the way. Alright. Let's load Griffith School. Yeah, that's where I left off before I went on my house sitting in the beginning of the month. So it's been quite a while. AceTheSly. Right there. 50%, 16% drop frames. Hopefully that'll continue to calm down. Done everything I can on my side for that. Don't want to keep restreaming, you know, when it's the same show, the same aspect. I did it for the Baldur's Gate co-op because that was co-op, but yeah, hopefully no problems here. My screen is stretched like crazy. Cannot handle all tabbing sometimes. Thankfully it adjusted. Alright, rainy, stormy day, somewhat real life. It's just a bit more calm real life. And here we are, back to Geralt's adventures. Alright, silver sword diagram. I was going for it. Where again? All the way to the bottom there. So yeah, let me go back to the signpost. What is this green arrow?
That's it, Roach.
Well, we kill all the pirates on the beach here. I think we're pretty much good to go. Got a few junk weapons that I can always drop. We got those lovely saddlebags to really make the difference. Okay. Let's carry on. It says on the map it is still a bandit camp. But we killed them all, so it should be clear now. Double check since this is where the icon is. Oh, we didn't get that after all. So good thing to be thorough. Good to check. There we go.
Faster.
Excellent. Our pure vanilla original Witcher can figure out how to get those mods to work quite yet. They're nothing I really need right now anyway. It's definitely nothing necessary. So carry on pure original. Good to go for now. Alrighty. Take a look at other good stuff later, but we should be set. Try to find this Griffin Sword School Part 3. Alright, closest fast travel, Karamure. Yeah, I think I got the other parts, the armor, the boots and such, so now it's just a matter of crafting them once we have the diagram. We still need the materials to craft them. And this is the heavy armor, right? Or the medium armor.
Friends we show heart, foes we show.
Shows me the axe right away. Friends we show. Pulls out the. Alright, so level 26, that's fine. We got all the rest for steel sword, armor, and other armor. So yeah, just the silver sword. I don't think there's much set bonuses or such.
This is Scalaga!
Doesn't hurt to see. Doesn't hurt to try. Wanted to get that full assassin. Roach onward, yes, you're back, go. Hope you enjoyed our story today. Good Good to see you, Coco. Yep, onward we go, Roach. Yes, sir. And it's weird. Timestamps are being weird in chat lately. I might have to re-enable that. Sometimes it shows them later, other times it doesn't, but I don't really need them. It's just a preference thing. But yes, good stuff, Coco. And I was thinking of the Griffin School, like out the Assassin's Day, because that's what I liked back in Fable, the original Fable. I really liked the Assassin set, my first character, so he had a good full piece set. I don't remember that had much set bonuses either, RPG style. Thinking like Diablo or such, those are the ones with the real set bonuses, but these other RPGs, it's just kind of the novelty, the aesthetic. It doesn't actually affect so much your bonuses or traits and stats, so we'll see. Alright, am I going the right way? I hope so. Let's see if we can find this silver sword. And yes, Roach will be fine. Coco in the wilds and all the rest. Absolutely. Hope it's bright enough for you guys. I always think it's dark because my other second monitor is like much older. It's not as modern to see brightness and such. Good stuff, Coco.
Let's go.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'll get some other Halloween Witcher-style adventures. You got it. Holmstein's Port. Well, that's where the funeral was, wasn't it? Alright, well, I need to find another route up here. Excuse my parking problem. Horse parking. Don't jump off this cliff either. It's been a month though, I gotta get used to it again. Good. Only got the one quick save this game. I'm used to Baldur's Gate 3 now. 15 quick saves, or up to like 30 quick saves or something. It's crazy. But the original 5, I feel, is a pretty good number. 5 quick saves. But this one you get just the one. Oh
Show me
boy,
what you got.
Armored Arachas. That insectoid oil. That's a big one. Let me put that insectoid. Take care of that. And did I turn upscaling off? I'm trying to remember. Upscaling should be... Oh no, for this current one. On, okay. It's back on, so 26 is just its natural level, so if he was lower than me, he would go up to 24, but since he's already naturally higher than me. But if we run into problems with the bosses again, I'll certainly be turning that back off, but for now, hopefully it's balanced. At least for these regular enemies. Too easy after all. It's only story and swords, so when I get to Death March, I'll probably be turning that off the whole time. Death March, I mean, that'll be a long way to go because there's still the DLC and everything else, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be punishing myself just for XP if it's New Game Plus. I'm really hoping we can New Game Plus, but that's still a long ways off. We have not been playing this nearly enough lately to be talking that far into the future, so one step at a time, definitely for all these Witcher adventures. Alright, good for a lone insectoid there. Usually they have a more hive, but it's good for that. Alright, it's sending me all sorts of ways here. Another one on the beach, insects on the beach. That's fine. Apologize for our drop frames. I hope it'll calm down here. Do the best I can, guys. I don't want to restream all the time just because they're always spiking from updates or whatever else. My internet is not sturdy, so I'll let you know the main adventures happens, but do the best we can. And I hope sound is decent for you guys as well. I'm always going to put on headphones if the reverb is too annoying or such. Enough. I know how to cancel a sword attack for this. Whoops, I just took health. I'm used to F being action key again. Oh well, I'll meditate. What's my decoction? I got Foglet decoction, which was the Isn't that rainy? Rainy weather? Isn't that the one with spell power, sign power? Let me see. Fogwood decoction is increased sign intensity during cloudy weather. I'm right. So there's no reason to fight on the horse while I have that on. Not really. It's all for signs, which is magic. Ow. Damn, some poison on them. I should really take golden Oriole then. No toxicity! Shit! Decoction and the healing potion. It's too much. Alright, good enough though. And I'm gonna take that healing potion, but well, I got that black blood. I definitely don't need that right now, but that's a new one. Never had before. Alright, swallow for now. Eat some dumplings, I guess. 13 minutes, it's still on the cloudy weather still. Make the most of that. Crossbow, not too good here. Belt the armor. That pirouette. Whirlwind of rage and steel. 482 heavy attack, 392 light attack. I definitely light attack and assist this round. I'll do heavy attack the next round. There we go. But it is quite the useful light attack flurry. Oh man. Forgot which one to use, Coco? Oh yeah. There's some good ones though. There's a lot of, choices. Yeah, a lot of variety of builds, What happened to this bunny here, so? Good for now. More dumplings. I don't like to waste decoctions. Not that it makes much difference, but I will always have more food than I can eat, so might as well just use that when it's convenient to keep a decoction like that. Alright, not finding this loot here. Raw meat. Good to carry on. I think so. Get him untoxified. Detox for Geralt, the Witcher detox. Spa plan. Spa treatment. That's good. Okay. Fresh in the rain. There we go. Great stuff. That's how we do it, guys. Adventure, lovely of you, Coco, Dragon Knight Coco, to come in here with a chat today, get some dialogue started. Love to chat with you guys. Enjoy the show, streaming all this stuff for you guys. If I had not been a streamer for this past 8 months and still got my gamer computer, I just feel like I'd be a completely different place. So I am glad to do almost all my things now for the stream. Besides just other regular, real life things, which I do not stream. We are good to go. Let's keep it up. Alright, beast oil now for the steel. Got some wolfies to take care of. And I did, with that enemy upscaling, it'd be much easier with that off, but it'd be a bit too easy on story and sword, so that works. Alright, off broach for that sign intensity. Try to get some fire in. Oh boy. On my stamina, so I can't use the signs. Ouch! Trying to get the sign back here. Ah! I meant to splash it. It's tough. Oh man. Wolves are dangerous. Pack of wolves, especially. It's the white wolf. Man, that ability. Alright. Well, we'll take some scars here and there, but need to develop these. Some axi, perhaps.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Tactical positions. You'll be fine, Geralt. It's a white wolf. Your namesake. Alright, 10 minutes of decoction. I'm probably gonna stop. I don't know. Thinking of the different things. Not too big a deal. I'm just pretty frugal with my resources because sometimes you really don't get any more and you need to save up for something really special. So it helps to be prepared. All I'm saying. Alright, beautiful morning here, 11 a.m. Good morning. Ah, another woodbird. You know, that would be dracanoid oil then. One of these. Yep, draconoid on dragons. I don't have that still. Dang it. Why no dracanoid oil? Yeah, I need freaking ergo seeds. Ergot seeds. And the stormy weather's gone, so decoction that was a quick storm subsiding. The morning of the storm, it just like happened in a matter of seconds. So.
Slow now. Whoa.
Oh, it's a fork tail. Is that the dragon bounty, probably? What's your contract? Get away, get away! I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take him on here. Come back to him later, probably. Level 30, it is, well, 6 levels above what he is now, so. Yeah, I think we'll have to pass for now. We'll be back, though. Yeah, it's the lighthouse fork tail. And wolves and harpies. Can't blow the horn on the horse. It's too bad.
Run, Roach.
Alright. There we go. So cave of interest. Oh, we've got the sign right here. Okay.
I want to look around some.
Take a look. How did I forget my UI hiding already? It's only been a month. I was home, yeah. Let's take a look, shall we? To the cave, beautiful ocean. Beautiful signs here. Let's take a little look. Here in the Dragon's Roost, having a great time, guys. Trying to improve that drop frame. I'm sorry. I'll restream tomorrow after lunch break, so good. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look. Yep, we already saw the diet, the marking. Let's see what else here. Alright. What have we got around here? Autumn leaves, autumn plants. Many great things. 2 swords from now, a death from above. Our Farah crossbow. Shoot some rockets at the monster. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. Ooh, a vampire tomb. Interesting. Once we go back there, so I guess just as fine silver sword diagrams. I'll look around. Get some puff balls. Nothing over the side here. What was that? Monsters. There we go. That should be it. Superior Petrie's filter. For whatever that it again. Is that the healing one? Yeah. No. Petrie's filter is... one of these. Okay, yeah, sign intensity. But we still need rubedo. Something that is not ruby dust, and white gold. So we'll have to go to the alchemist. And there it is. Griffin Silver Sword. Superior. Very nice. Alright. That's it for the Griffin School gear. Now just a matter of being able to craft it. See how much I like it. There it is. Still no Assassin's Torso, which is what I wanted for the full Assassin set, but it's nothing too special. Alright, as for Griffin armor, level 26. Only blacksmiths can forge that. I will need cured draconoid leather and enhanced Griffin armor. Or where the heck am I supposed to put the basic Griffin armor and enhanced Griffin armor to get the superior Griffin armor if you don't even give me the option? Oh my goodness. That makes it really difficult. Okay, there it is. But to get that, I need regular Griffin armor. And I don't have that. See? It's not here. Why? I went on the whole treasure hunt. I don't even have the basic armor for it. Man, that's ridiculous. Maybe they can make it at the blacksmith. I don't know. But I still haven't figured out the glyphs or the runestones. So, any experienced Witcher players out there, love some advice. I cannot look that all up, you know. I just want to play it. I don't want to be Googling things all day. Alright, moving on. What else do we have on Skellige before Ugly Baby main quest? We've got Enter the Tower. Just a Fury. I can save until I'm actually that low. That's a little high up there, the tower. Come back to that. This one is supposed to be done. Oh yeah, Novigrad. I just have to go to Novigrad. Witcher contracts. We have Missing Sun for the Fiend. Dragon for the Forktail. Treasure hunts. Griffin School Gear Part 4. What the heck is this? Other parts of it? We just did it. That's 10 levels above, but maybe it's still easy enough to do since it's a scavenger hunt. I don't know. I guess we'll do that a little more, even though it seems like I can't even really make it. But it's still worth it, so why don't we keep looking for that? Yeah, this is high level. This is part 4 of this Griffin scavenger hunt. There's a lot of parts of these different armors said Witcher School scavenger hunts, huh? So we'll see. But why not try to do some of that for now? May as well do a hard save before I get myself too deep of trouble or the like. Save out here in the lovely ocean and such. Alright, where to overwrite here? Those, I guess. Good enough. Just a little hard save, a little screenshot, not like Skyrim where I did 5,000 hard saves. Basically, to use them as screenshots. That's okay. Let us carry on. And up to that one, we might as well do this at a script location. Save the rest off the beach here, but there's at least this one close by. See if it's too crazy or not. We got a little tower here. The sirens. Gave that finish off prompt. I don't know how to actually do that though. Sirens, but they will eat me. Another tower. Discover location is at the top here. Let's see what's at the top. Top of the tower. Guarded treasure, alright. Ruby dust. More plates, dust, and rune stones that I combine. Alright, very nice. Oh wait, still another level. May as well take a look. If it'll let me. Uh-huh. Vantage point, do not fall from there, Kieran. Pretty far. Wow. Very nice. Magical arrow shield here. Very nice. Alright then. That's that. Clear. Patience for the stream. Diary of a Fire Sword. Yep. Maneuver. That's looking great. Alrighty. Water essence. Famous. Famous water. And we got one more undiscovered location on the way here. And there's not. Oh, we could fast travel from here, but it's on the way. Might as well. It's more fun to do it manually. See the world. See the last of Skellige before we get that snow mod someday, and get back to the mainland here. There's the forked tail again. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Trying to get me. This is the way. Beach cove here. Slowly go. Still the treasure. Quite reach them there. Well, not happening. Oh my goodness. Okay. What are you doing up there? Again! Look at this! Take forever. There's no surface there. That's it for now. That's fine. Breastplate. And there's the vampire. Okay. Interesting. That's a heavy breastplate. Remember that. It's basically the one I already have. Somebody is much better. Orange. Legendary, so. Yeah, drop it if I ran out of room, but I'd rather sell it, of course. Echidna. That'll work. So I could continue to learn Witcher after 100 hours. Alright. Anyway, back to shore, Roach. I don't know. Looks like we'll have to swim for it. You just turn into a seahorse, don't worry. We'll be back right now. Okay. Have some tricks. Insects or wolves. Could be good for them. Plenty of monster hunting. Or wolves. Alright, carrying on. Is there any other signposts on the way? That was just that little treasure for Vampire. Yeah, well, we'll just head for it. That's fine. That'll be fun. Check it out. I'll play this till lunch break. I'll get to Shadow of War afterwards. After we show the hunt. Capture it. Snake gets up. Who's chasing me? Whoa! They're coming at me with a vengeance. Damn. Look at these guys. That's kind of funny. Harpy pursuit. Pursuit of the harpies. That is funny. That is pretty funny there. Not just flying after. Neckers, wow. A wild land of monsters. Some type of variety of Neckers. Neckers, what they get? Ogroids too. It's pretty good, but yeah. Yep. Ogroid oil, I do have the starter version. Can't make the next one in. Gotta definitely visit an alchemist when I can. But, gotta meditate after this. Wait, where's our old house? Yep, need some cave troll livers. I got enough cave trolls, but apparently not. Alright. Wait, he's using these are the more advanced Neckers. It's funny, the weaker oils also have less charges. It's interesting. Oh man. Tough time trying to hit them. They are pretty tiny though. So I run out of stamina, which is about to happen. Alright, give you a break, Reg. The Neckers are also fighting the harpies. Butcher is ours. Oh, there goes Silver Sword. Keep that repaired. Mo, thank you for the resub, our first sub quite a while. Appreciate, man. Been excited for that. I knew our Dragon Champion Moog would come on in with the resub. Woo-hoo-hoo! Thank you, Moog. Oh, you know, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Appreciate, man. Our first Halloween week. Yes, it was indeed. I was showing the pictures. I'm going to show the captures here after lunch break. But yes, man, good hunch, some great victories there, man. Excited for tomorrow. What time works for you, my brother? I'm thinking about this time. Sounds like 4 your time, 3 your time. We can get started this time tomorrow, man. Have an awesome time first day of the event. Lovely to see you, Mo. Thank you for the resug, Dragon Champion. Woo! That is lovely, man. Let's get some hype in the chat for Moog's amazing resub. Hype, hype, hype. Thank you, my friend. Oh shit. I zoomed in my screen, alt-tabbing. No! I hate that that happens. This would be impossible to fight like this. Oh my goodness. Let me go back to windowed mode real quick and see if that works. I'll get back to you in a second, Mo. Yeah, just thinking about what time works tomorrow. Holy shit. This is a double monitor issue is what this is. It is so zoomed in now. You wouldn't believe it. I can't show you how zoomed in it is. I can't even go display capture. It's taking up half of my screen here. I need to at least finish this fight though. This happened like a story boss fight or something to be screwed, but thankfully these are regular enemies. I can't even repair the sword because I can't see the inventory. It's like 250% increase now, so it's crazy. It just happens when I alt-tab, I don't know why. Alright, let me save there. Do that save. 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 Yeah, I think I have to restart because once it happens, there's no way to get it out of it. Ah, I hate this issue. It's just with double monitors, I don't know. But I can't even go to windowed mode because of, yeah, there's some little technical things. We had the cloud sync earlier, now we have this. It makes sense. Alright, maybe changing resolution, maybe changing display. I can't even see the graphic settings, so it's impossible, really. Task manager, I don't think will fix it at all. Alright, well, I hope we saved. Yeah, we should have saved. I can't see if I saved or not. Go back to main menu. Yeah, I just have to restart. There's no way around it. The difficulty settings somehow. Alright, we'll be fine. No big deal. But thank you, Dragon Champion Moog. That lovely resub. Get that in the chip jaw there. Oh, lovely stuff. So looking forward to our next sub badges. You will have your 3-month sub badges as soon as we get this final $5 donation, my friend. You will have actually your 4-month sub badge, so you kind of go bass and bass that, but we'll have the first 6 months, so we'll get that as soon as we can. I actually did contact, the commissioner today, and they will be getting me those next ones as soon as we have our donation goal. But some exciting stuff, very exciting. There, Mug, we will be set. Absolutely. Yep, she'll get that to me soon. Okay, 3 to 4 p.m. your time tomorrow. Sounds good. Perfect. Yeah, around this time then. Awesome. We will get to that lovely event. Start with that. Plenty of time for that. Awesome, man. We'll have some great partnership with that. And chilling right now, waiting for the kids. Awesome, man. Sounds good. Very exciting, Moog. Dragon Champion Moog, Dragon Knight with his crown. One of the Dragon Princes with his Prime Gaming. Everyone can get Prime Gaming. Got to remind other friends to renew their subscription probably because it's sadly not automatic. That's the sad thing. But it only takes a minute, honestly. It's really quick and easy. It's very easy. You just have to do it every month. It's the annoying part. But thank you to Moog for being diligent, dedicated. Actually, one of our top chop chatters ever. Moog here in the Dragon's Roost amazingly has, let's see, 317 messages since he followed in March 29th. He was actually one of my newer followers, the main stream, and right when we got before I got the main computer, then April, May, was that the end of April? I think, somewhere around there. All these milestones. But great stuff. I'm going to relaunch, which then we'll play a bit more for break. And I'll just have to remember not to alt-tab, I guess. I don't think there's any way to prevent it. It's just not a very alt-tab friendly game, so we'll just have to remember that and try to keep that in mind. But much appreciated, Moog. Dragon Champion, lovely stuff. Looking lovely, the Golden Dragon. We will get those next few sub badges for you here very soon. Gonna hear back from the commissioner, maybe just buy it even if we don't have the donation goal, but I don't know. That'll come when it's ready. It's just nice if we could finally finish that, and I'm already going to pay twice the amount anyway from the first $20 donated in the first 1,200 hours stream. But thanks to you, Moog, we have more as my family and you we do have the most donated so far. So thank you, Dragon Champion Moog. Lovely resub. Alright, I'm going to try to alt-tab once here as I launch up the game, but I am not so sure why this is an issue in the first place. It's just a double monitor thing, I guess. But anyway, we're looking good. Dragon Champion Moog in the chat there. Lovely time. We got some hype for him. I am still here, Moog, yes. Why would I not still be here? What are you talking about? Stream lagged out. That's no good. It shouldn't be too bad. 12% drop frames. That should be on your side then. Yeah, I don't think mine would lag out. I just have some drop frames, but we'll do a quick stream test. I believe that would be your side then, Moog. There's no way that I would...
thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, we're looking good. That is definitely your side, my friend. Definitely nothing from us that would cause us to lag out entirely. That is your internet or such. I mean, the same thing happens for me when I try to host streams. I Dragon Raid in the evenings. I can't really watch the raid sometimes because the stream loads so slow, but definitely on my end, we have a little drop frames here, 13%, but it's definitely not freezing at all. It's always running smoothly. The audio, it's just the video sometimes freezes up a bit, but yeah, you should definitely still hear me, man. So that's definitely your side. Yeah. It's definitely nothing from my side of things on the stream, technical things, so your internet, I don't know. Huh. Interesting. Well, it should be fine now, yeah. Dragon Champion Mo with a lovely golden dragon sigil. Yeah, that's just Chrome, I guess. Or maybe your internet, like it has too much going on or something. It happens to me too on Twitch, so it could just be the servers, like it's overloaded. Everybody's streaming these days, 20 months in quarantine, right? But it should be fine now, man. Alright, well, lovely to see you in chat. Dragon Champion Mo with your golden dragon. Oh, the voice was fine, but the video was stuck. That's what you're saying? Okay. Well, you would know I'd still hear if you could hear me. It's fine, man. Anyway, celebrate our red dragon balloon, Targaryen fun stuff. We got the next one. I got two more of these. We're going to have one water balloon. Maybe stream that. We have this first one here. Has shrunken to over half its size. I have my graduation balloon I had from college graduation. My degree up there, Mo. Looking lovely. We had that. We had a graduation balloon that lasted for like solid 2 months. It was great. Alright, well, lovely to see you, Moog. Thank you for the resub. Dragon Champion, let's get some more hype for Moog here. More hype, 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 hype. Very awesome. Absolutely. Alrighty, Moog. Dragon Champion, great to see you. Golden Dragon for a 4-month sub badge. You're catching up to Favelod, who I believe is like 6 or 7 months last time he was here, so he was great supporter for our 500-hour main stuff. Yep, good stuff, man. We'll keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats to you, Moog. You are in the right place. The Dragon's Roost. Supporting lovely new brother, lovely new friend. Hope you check out that Midnight Mass I recommended to you because that is an awesome show. And we'll get some other Halloween hype here. Our first Halloween stream. First on the Dragon's Roost. First one ever. So keep it up. We'll get those next sub badges soon. Let's get a little more balloons for you. Mogi Mogi. More celebrations here. Thank you, Moog, for the resub. Yep. Got our real balloons. Got our virtual balloons. And we've got hype for Moog in the chat. Absolutely. Thank you, though, man. Much appreciated. Great to see you. We're so excited for that hunt event tomorrow. There's also Phasmophobia update, DVD event. We're going to be playing all that for this good Halloween one. We also read The Moon Bog earlier today. Lovely story from Lovecraft. I have a Zoom show on Friday, which will be our Zombie Zoom Halloween show. I'll stream that as well. So some exciting stuff in the mix. Thank you, Moog, for being a supporter. Thank you for being a chatter. Thank you for being a great friend and Hunt Showdown partner. Yes, balloon hype, my friend. Thank you. That balloon. That balloon there. No, I am certainly not, but we're going to get some more for... No, I will let you know when I'm going to end the stream, but not now, my friend. No, we are going to pick it up for a bit more Witcher here for lunch break. Then we'll get some Shadow Boar after the hunt captures after that. Then I'm going to a meeting for our local theater production. We have that tonight. And then, yeah, quick save, thankfully worth it. And then we'll have more after that probably too. So, several bit of streaming here today. It is a full-time stream day, Monday. I kind of gave up on those 2 weeks of full-time streaming for farewell to summer, welcome to autumn, because there's not real participation for that, so I just kind of still doing what I can the days out, but I'm not considering an actual full-time stream day, whatever that. That only lasted a few days where I counted that in the title, but still full-time streamer, so it all works out. Alright, let's repair that sword then. Apparently we got all the loot, or it disappeared, I don't know. All the loot disappeared on me from that technical issue, but not a big deal. Yes, sir, Moog. I'm trying to figure out these glyphs, other stuff. Let me know, Moog, you Dragon Champion. You have direct influence for the stream, how it is designed. If you would like a little chat box anywhere here, besides our goals of the top left, a new follower, and the tip jar, and the webcam, I can put a chat box somewhere below the webcam, maybe, or something like that. Let me know if you would like that on stream too, Moog. It is up to you, your influence. I've asked that before, and people have their own opinions of it, but you being the direct, current, alive, and breathing Dragon Champion here right now, today, in this current session, this current experience, this current journey of the stream, this current version, this current, you know, this current part of the stream, this current... what am I trying to say? This current part of the stream, this, you know, this specific entity, this specific time of the stream, for this first Halloween week streaming, you have direct influence, direct input, feedback. If you would like a chat box into the webcam, I'm happy to put that in for you. It only takes a quick second. Otherwise, we're going to keep it up. Good stuff as is. Let me repair that sword right now. Let me see here. It has a whopping 46% damage, so I will definitely not be using the 90% repair kit. But 40% will be great for now. And after I run out of that, I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah. 40% and also 9%. It's the reverse. This one I have more of those, less of those. Alright, 40% for that. We're good to go. Fine and dandy. Repaired. Time to meditate as well. No decoction on, so refill some potions and such there. And we continue the hunt for the Silver Sword Griffin treasure hunt for now. Before we head back to the mainland from Skellige, continue the main quest line and such. Just doing all the extra things I can, even though this one's higher level. I figured because it's a scavenger hunt, I may still have a chance, but we go in too tough of a dungeon, too tough enemies, I may have to back out for that, so we'll give it a try for now, at least for this first, yeah, Silver Sword was the closest one, so there he goes, Roach, Dancing Horse, very nice. Let's take a look for that. Alright, oh, right here, what do you know? Is this on the top? Chat is good the way it is. Alright, we'll keep it in the chill zone then. Thank you, Mo. Just experimenting. You know, we could have that little chat box beneath the webcam. I don't mind. But now that we're in followers only chat, this is the first official stream mode. We are on followers only chat. So I never has to ask for a follow ever again. I'm kind of happy about that because there would be people come in, advertise their stream. There'd be chat bots. There'd be people from raids. They would come in, not even realize to hit that follow button. So I am happy now to be in followers only chat mode. I think that is a change for the best. I'm not going to do sub-only mode or any of that for probably quite a long time if I ever do that. But there's also sub-only streams. That's another newer feature, I think. But we are good for now. Follower-only chat, so I could put in a Dragon Knight-only chat under the webcam. I'm thinking about that. But if you think it's good the way it is, at least for now, the current start of this week here, current version of the stream, current stage of the stream, I think we'll keep it right now as it is, upon your recommendation. Alright, good stuff, Mo. What do we got here? Some other neckers. Necker. We do not have Dracanoid oil. I mean, Ogroid oil, so let's put that back on. The Silver Sword. Follow when you see followers only. Well, that's nice. I mean, it's the first time I'm trying it, but I figured if people want to talk trash, whatever, they can follow, then unfollow, but at least it still supports the stream and we get a fun notification. Oh shit, pull out your sword, Geralt, come on. Necker Crypt here, and you can still put a chat box under your cam. Yeah, I mean, I'll try it sometime, it's no rush, you know. Ouch. I should have put that one where you kill more enemies, you get more vitality. It's too late for that decoction. Let me see any others here. That would be decent to heal. Anything else more fun though? That one's alright, too late. Third of vitality, not too good. Damage dealt is increased when vitality is at maximum. That one's hard. Adrenaline points are generated more quickly than normal until the first successful enemy attack. That one's another tricky one. This one is a good resistance, and this is for raids, specifically specters. Performing actions. I don't have anything too fancy yet. I'm gonna get some new ones soon. Does make it look cool. Yeah, we'll do that in the future. Let's have some more chat fun. I like the emote wall, the emote splash just for the chill zone, but just for the chat box, I think we'll be fine for this in a bit too. And for the hype and other stuff, but we always go back to the chill zone pretty often. Alright, well, for all these other decoctions, this action is not allowed during combat, so we'll look at that later, apparently. That would have been pretty good here, but I guess we'll just go this one decoction free, do a free meditate instead of food. Not that I have any shortness of food. I'll have food for days in this game. And alcohol. Plenty of alcohol too, Mo. Hope it's not too loud for you. Let me know the audio adjustments as well. And there is our loot from the dead neckers. Plenty of dead neckers. Yeah, the frame drops sometimes, Mo. I restream for it, but it just happens because my internet is so weak, basically. Do all I can for hardware. I got an amazing new Gladiator computer as of May, but yeah, internet is still 15% better than it was, but still not ideal. I live in the forest, live in the mountains, what can I say? Alright, Fun Witcher Adventures. Locked key required. We'll have to find that. Do a quick meditation, like I said. Geralt can meditate. Alright, let's take another look at those decoctions, because I don't know what that monster is up there, but we'll see soon enough. But yeah, I would like more general use decoctions just for regular combat, not too specific. So let's see what we have here. We've got applies a buff increasing the intensity of a randomly selected sign at dusk and dawn. Lasts longer than other mutagen decoctions. That's kind of cool. It's more like random, you know. Encourages you to use more signs than you don't usually use. And complete resistance to the stagger effect. That's pretty good for specific enemies. The short mutagen. Probably only get one of those, so I'll save that one when I really need it. Because there'll be certain enemies where stagger will come into play, but it's not like a general thing. All alchemy creations can be used one additional time. That's if you really like your potions. It doesn't really help for toxicity, though. It's kind of like you still have to wait for the toxicities. So. Earth Elemental is Witch's resistance to vitality depleting critical effects applied during combat. Resistance level rises the longer the critical effect is applied. That's another specific resistance. Earth Elemental, but it doesn't say like what kind of enemies. So we'll have to see. Sounds good, Moog. You enjoy that. Good luck. Have a safe drive there. I will see you shortly. I'll see you before lunch break or after lunch break. Thank you, Moog. See you shortly. Appreciate champion. Thanks for checking in. Thank you so much for the resub, for the support, and the lovely chat, my friend. Talk to you soon, my friend. Mogi. See you shortly. Alright, damage dealt to foes regenerates vitality. That's a good one. Just keep getting health back. Increase the amount of weight the Witcher can carry without being overburdened. Well, that's very specific and also helpful, but I feel like that's such an issue with me, I might as well just take it. Might as well just make it so I have it. I think this one is good, general. Let's see what else. Each foe slain accelerates vitality regeneration. That's also specific, but also good. It's kind of different than the other one. It's each foe slain, so it's another like these many numbers. These are a lot of specific ones, but I do like the concept. Taking damage raises damage resistance. Okay. These are all basically the same kind, but nice to have them for specific instances. A portion of the damage dealt by enemies is reflected back. That's good, like Thorns damage. That'd be good for wolves or other stuff, I don't know. When you care more about killing them than keeping yourself alive. Mounts never panic. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get this one, now that I can. 50% increase to mounted combat damage. Excellent. Alright, running, sprinting, and jumping. That's alright. Each blow land increase attack power until either the fight ends or damage other than that from toxicity is taken. That's another one you have to be really skilled. I am not that skilled to avoid damage yet. I like to just take damage and deal damage currently. So, all right, a good few ones for there. For now, we've got plenty to choose from. Our new decoctions here. That'll be good. So we'll see what we use for this next enemy, but I don't see anything too bad in here. I might just do that random sign one. That guy's like bug. He's not actually an enemy on the map, so that's all right. All right, we'll continue to poke around here a bit. He doesn't want to jog in here because it's indoors. I don't know. Strange. What do we got there? Oh, Necker Warrior. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do the sign one for now because just a good general one. Too fancy. Yeah. Did I make that one? I thought I made that one. Let me see. Oh shit. Basilisk decoction. I did not actually make that, huh? I was thinking I made that one. Just looking at it. No basilisk here. Alright, well I better kill this guy and do something else maybe. Could use that one just to try and see if I can take no damage, but it's difficult. It does work, we got a nice damage boost. That's a nice damage boost, alright. Alright, let me make the basilisk for future reference now, just so I know I have it. Basilisk, here we go. White gold I can make, that's nice. I did need some of that. It uses my arenaria, so gotta be careful. Alright, basilisk. There we go. That's a good one, it seems like. Can't use another one now. Anyway, of course, but be good for the future. Alright, book consent. Saved, looted, carry on. Little Necker Warrior here at this dead end. Oh, what's this? Key, a letter. Dearest Sir Robert Demir, thank you for sending a bill of exchange in advance and for your understanding. If I gave out advice for free, I'd very quickly run myself out of business. You wrote that your son went missing while on a voyage, and that near the place where he was last seen, there now lurks a Necker, who wears a tattered shirt with your son's monogram sewed on it. You asked if it is possible that this Necker was your son, transformed by some spell. After consulting the relevant literature, it pains me to inform you that your hypothesis is highly improbable, and there exists a much simpler and more likely explanation. Contrary to popular belief, Neckers are a sapient species. Like forest trolls, they will at times decorate themselves with pigments or scraps of human garments. One can, with some confidence, surmise that this Necker killed your son, tore up his shirt, then donned it, or some fragment thereof. Yep, that's unfortunate. While that is the most likely case, one cannot be certain. Though I have not heard of any curse capable of turning a man into a Necker, I cannot rule out the possibility of its existence. In order to find out if the above-mentioned Necker truly is a creature born of a curse, the tattered shirt it wears must be taken from it, cut into shreds, and burned. The shirt's ashes can then be mixed with Demetrium dust. If the resulting substance changes color, it will confirm your hypothesis. If the experiment I described returns a positive result, please write me. I would gladly undertake further examinations meant to find a way to lift the curse. For additional payment, of course. Greetings, Klaus Killerman, Magister Arbitus Oxoniensis. 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 Alright then, interesting. Can we get up here? Yep. Water hag decoction, pretty hard, but I just have to remember to keep healing. That's alright. Get my swallow going. So. up here for... Oh, hello. Magic wall. I do need to go back for that chest, though. Should I do that now, or it might be another way out, so... I should probably just make sure I get that now. Let's make sure we get everything we need. Okay. Chest right here. The key. Unlock. Oh, Assassin's Gauntlets. Do some other stuff. May need that carry away decoction sooner than I thought, but fine for now. Alrighty then. Let's see what else we got here. Funny how much it changes the light. You can kind of see better without the torch, but it's fun to try. Save a bit, perhaps. There. Alrighty. Good stuff. Still wants me to carry on, thinking for the Griffin School. Huh. Well, I guess we'll see about that. We'll see about this discovered location. Continue the Griffith School. A little treasure hunt before we're back to the main quest. Baron Sergeant Uma, apparently. Vital to the quest. So we'll see about all that good stuff. Carry on shortly, guys. Good place for a hard save for now. Take a look, some other things. Alright, I know what it is. Excellent fun, though. Really love it. Always a great time. Geralt and the Witcher. Alright, you guys. Well, gonna have a little lunch break for now. Come back shortly. Thank you to Moog for the resub. We'll come back, do those hunt VODs for my meeting here. Plenty of time. And we'll get some Shadow War as well. Catch you then a little bit, guys. Thank you to Moog. Thank you to Donna. Anyone else for the lurk. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Back to it soon. Awesome stuff. Catch you shortly. Geralt and the Witcher. Alright, you guys. Well, gonna have a little lunch break for now. Come back shortly. Thank you to Moog for the resub. We'll come back, do those hunt VODs for my meeting here. Plenty of time. And we'll get some Shadow War as well. Catch you then a little bit, guys.